Hi, I'm Sean Della Croce, and this is I Owe You an Explication, the podcast where I break down and explore the songs in my catalog and the inspiration behind them. If you're new to my music, welcome, and if you've been tuned in for a while, thank you for coming back. As always, you can learn more about upcoming events and releases on my website at seandellacroce.com. And be sure to use code IOU on my store to receive 10% off any purchase. That's 3 letters, IOU, for 10% off. Today we're discussing End All Be All, the final track from my record, Illuminations. Let's get started.
First, I'm sorry, this is the way it is. I never mean to hurt you, mislead you as I did. So I have to tell you, while we're still living, we're still living.
End All Be All is like Rebecca Henry's introverted little sibling. The song walks a very similar path, but instead of seeing an unfolding journey and adventure in front of her, End All Be All just sees conclusions before even taking the first step. The song doesn't even attempt to persuade the listener. It's a foregone conclusion. I mean, the opening line of the song is, "First I'm sorry, this is the way it is." It's a total diary entry, and honestly, it was intended to stay that way. Until I felt the spontaneous urge to record it while we were making Illuminations back in 2017.
Every day now, I live like I'm in a trap, and I always mean to tell you, you don't have to love me back. I'll take 6 or 1 if you can't give me half. I can live with that.
I must admit that I love the warm, inviting rhyme scheme at the core of End All Be All. It's a relatively easy one, and it feels appropriately indulgent. All, fall, want. It's very round and familiar, and then it gets a little edgier as it turns into a sibilant is sort of rhyme. My favorite line in the song is, "But the question is this, are we built for permanence, or is something always missing in our love?" It speaks to the rhetorical question at the center of the song. What if? It's a lot like that final scene in Love Actually, where the friend pretends to be a caroler and professes his love via cue cards. But in this case, it's just an acoustic folk song for an unrequited love. The lyrics themselves are stripped bare, and so is the production.
You're the end all be all. You're the one to break my fall. You're the everything I need, and the only one I want. But the question is this, are we built for permanence, or is something always missing in our love?
End All Be All was originally recorded as a one-off acoustic track that I released on Valentine's Day. Alan and I were in the process of making Illuminations, and I asked him if I could do a stripped-down additional track with just my guitar and voice. And that's what we did. If I recall correctly, I think we tracked the guitar and vocals separately, but they were each done in one take. It's a very simple song, and I love the sparse, spontaneous recording that captured it. When we finally released Illuminations this year, it felt like the perfect bonus track to close the record.
It's alright, babe, if Nashville isn't home. It's a place to land, don't misunderstand. If I never leave, 'cause I'm on the road, trying to let this go.
When I really think about it, End All Be All emerged from an anxiety, and by the end, that resolves into confession. One of the creeping dangers of any love is the reality that it can't last forever in the form that we currently know it. This creates a lingering worry for many people, or a diffuse sense of dread that can disrupt an otherwise healthy dynamic between people. End All Be All is really a love song that I had to get out of my system for a person who will never hear it. And I think that's the way it's supposed to be. It's a latecomer to the dinner party that is Illuminations, but I think it's a welcome addition, like the brand new friend you can't wait to see again.
Autumn years ago, the book I seldom read. It's a Bible verse, culture at its worst. I finally feel the need for poetry, so unholy.
End All Be All was written by me, Sean Della Croce, produced by Alan Deremo, and recorded at Back 40 Studios in Leucadia, California. I play acoustic guitar. End All Be All was mixed by Richard Bredice at Woodland Bredice Studios and mastered by Brent Lambert at Kitchen Mastering. Hey, I know this is the last song on the album, and it seems like the weeks have flown by. I have truly enjoyed sharing this space with you and engaging with your comments on the accompanying blog. So let's keep the conversation going. I can't say for sure that I know where we will head next, but I want to keep this space open. So in the meantime, sign up for my newsletter at seandellacroce.com/dispatches, where the conversation continues every week. I'll share thoughts and recommendations that you can only find there, as well as early releases and subscriber-only content. This has been I Owe You an Explication. I'll see you soon.